Hey guys, Tom Cassidy here. This is the best diet for weight loss long term. It's reasonable eating, and we're focusing this session on what to eat. I did a 13 by 4 program, so you can focus for 13 weeks on one thing at a time, and the central focus is basically that you're eating more, in that you are eating more. You're focusing more on your food, on how you eat and when you eat and what you eat and why you eat. And then there's 12 weeks all the way around the edge of the circle, and this is divided into 4 quarters, and they are these same things: the how to eat, the when to eat, the why to eat, and the what to eat. And today we're going to focus on the what to eat. A lot of diets only focus on what to eat, and people wonder why they don't work very well. And the reason is because what to eat is an important part, but it's only important is in, the wheels are important in a car. All 4 wheels are important. If you don't have all 4 of them, the car's not going to go very well. But on its own, that one wheel, doesn't matter how good it is as a wheel, it's still not going to go very well. So let's think about the systems level thinking, the human body, and the importance of when to eat, how to eat, why to eat, as well as what we're doing today, which is what to eat. And I'm going to screen share to show you this. Now, so that's the overall wheel, as you can see the whole thing, and we're going to zoom into the what to eat here, which is this domain. And effectively there are these little algorithms, these little weekly algorithms that we do, and the first one in the what to eat is algorithm number 4, which is, did it grow into its shape? So all you do for that week is just think, oh, I'm looking at my food and I think, oh, did it grow into its shape? Yes, it grew into its shape. Fantastic, I can eat it. Whether it's meat, whether it's vegetables, it doesn't really matter. That's all I'm saying in this diet. So nuts and broccoli and carrots and chicken and all these things, if they grew into their shape, fantastic. Donuts, not so much. Cereal, not so much. Anything that got into its shape through human manipulation is not something you want to be eating a lot of. Again, this is reasonable eating, not crazy commando level eating. So let's not get too carried away. Let's just think, well, if in general we can eat more towards the it grew scale than the it got there by human processing in a laboratory or a factory, then we'll be doing rather well. And the next one is Eat a High NERD, and NERD in this acronym NERD stands for Nutrition to Energy Ratio Diet. So eat a high nutrition to energy ratio diet. That means, let's say you're going to get 2,000 calories. What would you be better off doing? Getting those 2,000 calories from honey or from carrots? Well, if you got 2,000 calories from honey, you've probably got a couple of spoonfuls of honey, and that's about it. Tablespoons, I guess. And if you got 2,000 calories from carrots, you probably ate a hell of a lot of carrots. Probably too many. You'd probably be, carrots. You have carrots coming out of your ears. But the point is greater than the accompanying nutrition with 2,000 calories of honey. So what you want to be doing is focusing on stuff that has quite a lot of nutrition for every calorie it's got. So it's a high NERD diet. And then the third thing you're going to be doing is you're going to be eating what you control. On one end of the scale, you've got stuff that you have no idea how it was made, no idea where it grew, how it grew, what it was fed if it was an animal, what it was planted with and given to actually aid its growth in terms of pesticides if it was a plant. And on the other end of the scale, you've got stuff that you basically grew in your garden and you prepared it and you cooked it yourself, or you assembled it yourself if it's a raw food thing. Now, I'm not expecting everyone to start growing their own food and eating it themselves and preparing it and cooking it themselves. Grown at home, cooked at home might be for the future, but that's a pretty tough average. I remember when Cindy was trying to grow our own stuff, and we had slugs, and we didn't want to put slug pellets down because of all the young kids we got in the household running around in the garden and stuff. So basically, our food was completely devastated. And there are ways around that, and greenhouses and things like that. But in general, what we're just saying is that if you can't grow all your food yourself, at least know where it came from. At least know where the vegetables grew, know where the animals grew up, how they were treated, what they ate. It's not just important what you eat, but it's important what you eat ate as well. And everyone's talking about organic and macrobiotic and all these different things and all these wonderful things. But in general, if you can just be aware, if you're going to go into a restaurant, try and go to a restaurant where you know that they at least know where they got their food from. Right? If you're going to be eating sandwiches, try and go to a place that's not just a 7-Eleven or a gas station, that's actually probably got at least a little bit of thought into it. Maybe a supermarket chain that has actually got a little bit of credibility and want something like Marks and Spencer's. They'll probably say whether they have organic stuff or not. So that's it. Eat what you control. So the domain of what did it grow into its shape? Is it a high nutrition to energy ratio food, and are you eating what you control, or are you eating stuff that you have no idea anything about? Okay, so that's What You Eat. It's Tom Cassidy. There is a link that you'll be able to click on to take you to follow the breadcrumbs to some of the other stuff and the full programs, and looking forward to seeing as many of you as possible on the other side. Okay, and we're done.